girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done now.
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? Everybody all calmed down a little bit off their Diablo 4 hype from yesterday? Yesterday was, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of an exhausting day for me. I was up early, did all the regular stuff I had to do to, you know, get everything sorted out. I am married, I have a house, other crap, so I did all that. The whole stream was hype and then slammed out a video, and then I was just basically fell asleep and slept in. I was absolutely exhausted. But I get to actually make use of my $60 ticket today. I get to gel the hair today, buddy. I get to actually watch the systems and features panel discussion, and then also the world art lore thing as well. So at least I can actually make use of the damn thing. Put a little bit of D2 music on. Let me know if that's too loud for you guys in the background. It starts at 3:15, so 20 minutes ish. So we can do a little bit of MFN if we want to kill the time, or just sit and chat. Everybody talk about what we think. Well, the thing is, like, atmosphere-wise, Lucas, I disagree. Like, I feel like it's way dark. Spells aren't as colorful. It's a little less spell spammy. So I don't necessarily agree with that. Now, that being said, I have very little Diablo 3 experience to begin with, so I can only really use my Diablo 1 and 2 knowledge to compare, but I'd say regardless of whether or not you like Diablo 3, I feel like you have to admit that the mechanics of like attacking in the character movement, it's very crisp and clean, and I feel like they wanted to keep that and then transition that to Diablo 4 while also paying homage to like the dark atmosphere and everything from Diablo 2. Now, I mean, the game could change a lot from what we've even seen, like everybody streaming today on Twitch, right? I mean, this is like very like in development, right? It's basically like a game engine where the guys that actually got a chance to stream it at Blizzcon, they're just playing some of the characters, killing some stuff, just getting a feel for it. So, Emil, what's up? Hey, Sir Fox, Chicken, Cody, Phoenix. In what way do you want to see it change, Lucas? Like, what do you not like about it? What's up, King? Hey, Ryu. Steven Wonderboy Thompson to fight? Yeah, guys, I'm actually fighting in the UFC tonight in like a couple, it is going to be in Diablo 4 ENFR. They said social hubs, PvP battle zones. I had everything written down that I kind of talked about in that early initial view, but Taskin, I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking. How are you? Like, I would agree that you didn't like the gameplay, ML? In which way? Like, how would you want to see it? I need to create a Diablo 4 guild? Call it the Big D Gang? That would be kind of cool, actually. What is the loot system going to be like? So far, I just know that there's going to be legendaries. There's mounts, so like horse mounts to get back and forth between the different worlds. And you can customize your carry-on saddles and your skills that you use, I guess, with the mounts. I mean, all I really... I watched everything you could see yesterday. That's all I really saw, so... Charlie, D2 is better than D4? Yeah, they're just different games, right? I mean, like, you can't expect them to make a Diablo 4 exactly like Diablo 2, but I feel like it's a good way. So far from what I've seen, and again, like, I didn't get to play it. It's just what I saw in the cinematic trailer and the gameplay footage and them talking about it. It looks darker. It looks like they kept some of the things, like the combat mechanics that they enjoyed from Diablo, or that everybody can agree is at least okay in Diablo 3, and then they kind of put that in Diablo 4. So yeah, if you guys don't like what you see or whatever, you absolutely, you can spam why you don't like it, or we can have like a healthy discussion. Just try not to Try to keep everything civil, though. Lore, itemization, trade. Oh yeah, there is going to be trading, which is cool. I really need to pull up that... Got that in, yeah. I got this little D4 notes thing. Just this notepad that I've been kind of... adding everything that... as far as trading goes, like the open world concept, 5 worlds, there's social trading hubs. PvP battle zones. That's all I really have so far. I'll add to it, but what do you guys think of the release date, though? I'm thinking the release date is going to be quite a ways off, to be honest. They said not even Blizzard soon, and then some people are like, oh, it'll be early 2021, but to me, like, what does it mean by not even Blizzard soon? Like, I'm thinking early to mid 2022 is my prediction, but might be 2025. It'd be cool if I could get early access to a beta testing thing. I'd have to for about 3+ years. Yeah, could be. I mean, I do think it's good to point out that you should be at least a little bit skeptical. I mean, a lot of people mentioned that they were super psyched for Diablo 3, all the cinematics and they saw. And then it kind of, yeah, it turned out to be what it is, right? So, Sir Fox 3037 looks like D3 to you, Crazy Horse. But I mean, you have to admit that they did some cool stuff with like the Druid. I'm super pumped for the Druid. Like I feel like the Earth spells looked really cool. You have to remember too, it is an entirely new engine as well. It's not the Diablo 3 engine. That's really important too. Can you download the D4 demo? As far as I know, you can only play what is there, and what we've seen. So like if you were invited to stream and play the demo, like if you were a community member invited, I didn't watch any of it today because I was busy at all today. Like I'm literally just sitting down, I fired up stream and I'm gonna watch this panel that my ticket bought for that I can actually use, and I'm just going to Tika, the systems and features panel is starting in 13 minutes. 3:15 p.m. is the system and features panel, which I can actually use my damn $60 Blizzcon virtual ticket for. And then at 6:15 tonight, there's the Diablo 4 World and Lore. So I'll probably stream both of those and potentially stream the other Diablo 4 art panel tonight. But again, guys, I can't... definitely because this is a paid thing, I cannot show it to you guys. I can just relay information. That's the best I can do. Behemoth! Long time no see, and coming in with a nice big fat super chat to say hello. Thank you so much, Behemoth. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. Kevin, from what you've seen so far, the talents and attributes seem a little bit lackluster on the Druid. Not a whole lot, Behemoth. Pretty excited for D4, to be honest. I'm like 80% positive, 20% kind of curious, or kind of hesitant with Diablo 4, but seems to be kind of split, like 50-50 people love it or they don't really like it at all. But in what aspect do you not like about the talents of the Druid, Kevin? I really liked how they shifted it away from fire spells and it's all earth-based. I really like that. The boulder looked cool. Like, that boulder is... I'm so split. Like, 100% the first character I'm going to be playing is the Druid. I just don't know if I'm going to be going shape-shifting or elemental. Llama loves the boulder? Yeah, exactly. I didn't get to see any of his stream, but... Sir Fox finished the Grail before it... Depends what the other two characters are. Yeah, what do you guys have predictions for the other two awaiting characters? That's what this panel is, Cube Boy. That starts at 3:15. It is the... All it says is Systems and Features Diablo 4 panel. So 11 minutes from now, we'll see what it's all about. 100% going for the Elemental Druid. I'm so torn because that shape-shifting Bear Druid looks really good. Like, looks fantastic, so... You hope they bring more of an upper Boazon? Gregor's you have to have bought a virtual ticket to see what I'm going to be reacting to today. Everything yesterday was free. Today is all of the virtual ticket access stuff. You missed the Javazon? Looks like the abilities and skills are meant to do many more things at once rather than to spam one skill tree. No, this I can't stream. I might have been able to stream the stuff from yesterday. I'm still kind of iffy. But oh, Charlie, I broke 1,105 viewers yesterday. Just because everybody wanted to watch everybody wants me to like stream it so that they can watch it without buying a ticket, but Assassin, Amazon Hybrid, Necro. Megan Luomo, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. You are the first sub of my little stream today. Thank you so much. Sir Dodo, I have said this many times. I will never abandon Diablo 2 ever. Even when I like sift in some variety content just to avoid burnout, I will never not stream Diablo 2. Now, if Diablo 4 comes out and it is fucking banging, yeah, I'm going to be streaming like 75-80% Diablo 4, and I might throw in some odd Diablo 2 stuff. I mean, obviously, once you play more of Diablo 4, I kind of scale back and kind of split it maybe 50-50 or something. Definitely be playing a lot of Diablo 4, though. Ivan Lucky, any news about Diablo 2 Remaster? As far as I know, which I didn't watch anything today, but absolutely nothing. So, Phoenix Fire is kind of like my go-to boy. He was watching everything while I was busy doing married stuff today. Ivanov Lucky, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, there's been like zero hint of a D2 remaster, which I don't want to be the type of person to say I told her so, but I told her so. I did predict that there was going to be Diablo 4 and no D2 remaster. Daxus, tune in from Iceland. Right on, man. Shout out back to you from Ontario, Canada. Gregor's, I caught a little bit of it. Like I said, literally 20 minutes before I went out the door, and then 20 minutes when I came back in the door, and then he was done. So, married stuff. Where can you see that video? So I didn't get to catch anything of his. Like, I would love to make a video talking about the skill tree and initial thoughts and shit, but I just... One is I haven't played it, and two, it'd feel really weird like watching the stream and ripping footage and talking about it. So hopefully I can kind of collect some cool stuff from the panel today and kind of relay the information and make a video about it. Which, they're still on Warcraft for another 7 minutes, I guess. Yes, rune words are back. Now, an interesting thing about the rune word system, this is all speculation, but the creative director, I forget his name. If anybody wants to spam it in chat, I'd appreciate that. They wanted to base it around the D2 rune art came from the D2 cover art that was used by, yeah, it could be that. Ubeo, it starts... The virtual ticket exclusive panel starts in like 6 minutes, bud. It's the systems and features, and then at 6 o'clock tonight is the world and lore one, so. But, oh, sup, bro? Sup, bro? Thank you for the sub. Ubeo, I caught 20 minutes going out the door and 20 minutes coming in the door. I missed everything in between. I was doing stuff with my wife, so. Sup, bro says sup, bro. Hey, Fizzo. Slavi, you love my channel, mate. You were the best. Thank you so much, man. It means a lot to hear that. Thank you. Ubeo missed Phoenix's high in the 9,000 viewer stream Llama had. Ubeo, what's wrong with you? Apple Aya, what kind of stuff? All that it says on the schedule is systems and features. So I will relay the information as soon as it goes live. As soon as it goes live. Doing stuff with my mic must have been only 5 minutes. Ah, Sir Fox. That's not very nice. David Tran, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. Okay, up next, Diablo 4 systems and features. Sweet. Very excited. I'll be kind of just periodically relaying information to you guys. Daxis, thank you for the sub. The Mythic Stage. Do I do streaming on Twitch? Actually, if you... There's my Twitch, if you want to follow it. Gregor's, I'm not going to take the chance. I don't think you can stream the audio. I don't know. Like, there was Borderline, you might have been able to on the previous stuff because everything was free yesterday. Today is everything that is... only accessed with the paid virtual tickets, so I don't want to take a chance. If you want, you can look on Twitch and see if you can find somebody that wants to blow up their channel, maybe, but Zava, does he talk during the panel? Do I talk during the panel? Yeah, it's been in development for a while. But yeah, my Twitch is just for variety streams, so I do stuff like Dead Space 2 currently. Did Shadow of Colossus, I did Resident Evil 2 Remaster. That's kind of all my variety games that maybe he would. Yeah, I mean, you can... I'm not taking the chance. Like, I'm no audio, no visual, nothing. I'm just going to relay what they say, because that I can't get in trouble for, but... I'm super excited for Diablo 4. There's been a lot of talk about how it kind of is... Shit, Sega games. There's been a lot of talk about how it's somewhat similar to D3 in some aspects, and I agree that it is in terms of like the mechanics of attacking. But I think if you just throw your bias aside of hating Diablo 4 for not what it is, I think they did that because they wanted to just tone it down and make it really easy so people could run through and just beat the game. Like, that's what I think. Like, I don't think they wanted to just turn off new people, so... Am I having a stroke? No, forget what I was talking about, though. Yeah, I think if you put aside the hate for Diablo 3, the mechanics and attacking and like the fluidity, that they tried to transpose into what I've seen. Again, I haven't played it, but then I think they kept the dark atmosphere. The open world concept is cool. I'm excited for it. It'll be kind of a lot different. Like if you're playing with like what do you think it's going to be, like 50 people taking on a boss in an open world concept, or even maybe 100? Something crazy like that. Q-Boy, you're currently watching it illegally? Not me. DB's going to do this legally. But yeah, it's... I mean, we'll see, right? It's all... Safer Sack wants to know where to watch it illegally. I'm sure there's some stream on Twitch, but I bet you they'll be getting taken down. Or maybe Blizzard doesn't have the energy or time to want to take it down. I don't know. How do I think they're going to implement trading? It's a good question. It's really a lot of speculation at this point. I just know that they do have town hubs set up and specific like PvP zones and social trading network hubs. So, I mean, I can't really say anything outside of that. Like, that's all I know so far, but I mean, maybe you go to a specific like area in town or a meeting place where then you can trade or post what you want. Again, it's all really speculation. Phantom Rider, yes, second day. Diablo systems and features should be starting any minute now. Is it built to run 1080 or 4K? I'm not sure. I mean, I hope it's not 4K because that's a huge limiting factor for people on PC. Like, that's a real challenge for, I don't know. Was I able to sleep last night? A little bit. I said I was pretty tired because yesterday was like crazy hype. Emil, I know nothing about the monetization system yet. They haven't mentioned anything yet, or at least anything that I've followed. Like I said, I'm really just kind of jumping in here. 4K won't be an issue at all in 2 years. Well, it might not be an issue to play it. I'm wondering if it's an issue to stream it, but then I guess you can always just turn it down, right? The resolution. Which class am I going to play first? Druid, 100%. I just don't know if I'm going to play Elemental or Shapeshifting. That's the biggest question for me. Because the Werebear looks awesome, but they said paid DLCs and cosmetics only? Okay, I'm down for that. What do you mean by paid DLCs? Like cosmetics for... Oh, you can max all skills? I'm not a big fan of that. I like when you have to make choices. Like, you know, you don't want like in Diablo 2, you can go pure lightning, right? And then you're completely maxed out at like level 97. You have 3 extra skills. Like, I don't want like pure lightning and pure blizzard in the same you can max all skills with passives you choose. Okay. That's interesting. Like I said, I'm really playing catch up at this point because I haven't seen any of the panel started. I don't see it yet. I'm watching the systems and features, but they're still showing the stage preview. Phoenix, or am I watching the wrong thing? Like, everybody's still sitting in the mythic stage. What about the maximum level you can reach? I'm not sure. We might find out today. Okay, I'll refresh it. Oh yeah, okay. Here we go, okay. Alright, here we go. You're talking about classes? You can chill and freeze. That's kind of like Diablo 2. That's kind of interesting. 4-weapon system and can equip more legendaries. Okay, so they're basically just talking about the different features. So there's 2 trees, skill tree and talent tree. So as you level, you gain skill points, kind of like Diablo 2, and you unlock more skills. There's skill point tombs, which you can use to unlock more skills as well. Tomes. Talent trees unique to each class. The talent tree works like Diablo 2, where the skills at the bottom are the strongest. The initial ones aren't quite as strong. Just like a progression system. It's live if you have the ticket, Judge. You have the virtual ticket. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So you need to progressively invest points in the talent tree to unlock further ones. So it's not... That's interesting. So it's not like... Yeah, you can't just put 1 point into each and work your way down and unlock the strongest ones. You need to progressively put more points. That's kind of interesting. You can watch it free on Blizzard right now? Or on YouTube? Wow, I'm surprised they're not slapping those streams down. It's not worth it for me to risk it. Yeah, it's basically pirating, so it's not... I'm not doing it. You can watch it if you want. So you need to complete... Okay, you need to complete campaign objectives before it's shared between everybody, okay? It's interesting. Yeah, it's private and open at the same time. There's still open world systems in development. so they will dictate how many people are playing based on the objectives of the game. The world boss events too. Towns are safe locations, and world boss events, they'll allow more players, so that's kind of cool. It's interesting. Yeah, it's gonna... Are the quests at the same difficulty? Don't know 100% yet. They're trying to make it so I think you can't be like rushed or carried along in the open world environment, I think. So like single questing, you might be on your own or with a couple other people, but a big world event, it still allow more people to team up together is kind of what I'm getting from this. Yeah. They haven't mentioned... Asking anyone streaming it is risking getting copyright striked, so... What's going on, Venet? Sounds like Torch Frontiers a bit. Won't be difficulties to difficult areas. Yeah, I think that's the idea, yeah. There will be like kind of one blank difficulty, but then based on what quest you're doing or where you're going, it'll kind of dictate how many people are with you. That's kind of interesting. Necro's a must? We'll see. They're just talking about the different aspects of playing with multiple people. So private campaign areas. Okay, that's interesting. Private campaign system, and you can donate items within the guild. That's kind of cool. Sharing items between guilds for crafting. In-game dungeons. Oh, that's really interesting. Single player is entirely viable. Entirely viable. Viable, excuse me. They want to leave it open so that if you want to, you can campaign the entire thing, or you can completely play 100% solo by yourself. That's really cool. Yeah, it's viable, but yeah, exactly. So if you want to play solo, that option's there for you, which is very cool. So the randomly generated dungeon maps, so... That's kind of cool. They're not set maps, randomly generated maps. Oh. Seamless exploration, so there's absolutely going to be 0 load times. So 0 load times or loading screens ever. Penny, you need to pay the virtual ticket to listen to this. I really like that. I really like that. You're about 15 minutes late, Cam Squatch. Ha! Altar of Bishibashi, or Bishibash. That's one of the random events. And it can be, I guess, anywhere. Any location in the game. These random events. Soon, Flip Cannon. I promise. Bishibashi confirmed. Guys, we spam some Ds for Bishibashi? This is live, Christopher. I'm reacting live to the virtual BlizzCon ticket access stuff. Mega Lair. Looking like a newborn baby with a shave. Thank you, Maxi. Found a Vex room playing the D4 demo. Nice. There's dungeon objectives as well. So some of these objectives will be like to destroy a certain boss, they're saying, within the dungeon, and then actually the monsters will react to it. And as you're trying to kill that boss, I guess they'll send more or stronger elite monsters to try and kill you during this objective that you're trying to complete. It's available at the BlizzCon demo. Jesse Wilson, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Okay, endgame subs, or sorry, endgame dungeons. This sounds like riffs. Thank you, Mercat, for the sub. Endgame dungeons. Dungeon keys. Or Maxi, thank you so much for the sub. Hey, Grego. So there's specific dungeon keys which will unlock these specific endgame locations to farm. Zebrock, thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is very interesting. Oh, Brandon H, thank you so much for the sub. Subtrain, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Charlie, thank you for the super chat. Hey Matthew. This is very interesting. I really like this. So they're saying that there's... Thank you, Charlie. Tell your girlfriend I said hi. So Apparently there'll be like a specific monster that will target you, and you cannot kill this monster until you complete the specific endgame objective within this endgame dungeon. So yeah, still 25 minutes left, and I'm running out of room to write everything. And so you can choose your endgame dungeon based on the keys that drop. There'll be multiple endgame dungeon keys that drop, and then you can go to where you want to farm. So it's kind of like if you want to farm like a mausoleum because of no fire immunes or something like that. I'm assuming it's something based along the lines. Might turn off chat, guys, so I have an extra thing to write down more information. We'll see. We're talking about the monsters now. Schwinn, thank you for the fat membership, buddy. Joining the Big D game. Thank you so much. Guys, can we get some D spam in chat for Schwinn? Thank you, Schwinn. There's going to be monster families, kind of similar to Carvers and the Fallens and the Resurrection Diablo 2. That's kind of the best comparison I can make. So these monster families can actually work together to bolster their attack, is basically what they're saying. Schwinn, thank you for the content. No problem, man. We're at 126 members, so I unlocked a new emote slot too. So that's kind of cool. It's like monsters working, like their AI, and they're working together to be stronger against you. Kupo, I haven't played a lot of Diablo 3. I actually plan on doing my first like blind playthrough shortly on my YouTube. I'm going to stream it. As far as I know, Eric, there's no difficulty. It's kind of like the monsters that you're playing with will, like, the quests or the objectives you're completing or what you're doing in the open world, it will adjust the difficulty for you based on how hard the monsters are to kill and how many monsters there are, how many partners you can have to help you out. That's kind of the way that so far my understanding is how they're going to like adjust the difficulty. It's not going to be like normal, nightmare, or hell, as far as I know. But there's elites. Exactly, a leveled world. Exactly, Bayo. Who is the new Cain? So I guess they're... Okay, so... So they're basically saying that these elite monsters will have specific and exclusive affixes to them. So kind of like extra fast monster, like a champion pack, or, you know, aura enchanted, so fanaticism, might, that kind of thing. It's basically D2 in a sense. That's not really kind of familiar to me or you guys. I don't think they mentioned 4 players max, Charlie. I mean, sorry, Drew Hunter. I don't think that they specifically said that. I could be wrong. Oh, 4 players max is party? Okay. I guess characters have an evade skill, like the sorceress, druid, the barbarian, they'll have an evade skill that they can use. There's a movement action. So there's like skills that grant immunities too. Temporary immunity skills. Oh, world boss. They're specifically calling it a Shava. It's really big. It's really big. It's the first endgame world boss that they have. Okay. There's a stagger. There's ability to stagger monsters or endgame bosses, is what they're saying. I guess the stagger bar is like, as it absorbs more damage, then it can change the respawn, but they're talking about itemization now, so. Normal, magic, and rare items. Yeah, okay, you can build up the... Progressive affix. So very similar to Diablo 2. Normal, magic, or rare amulets. Progressive, you get progressive more and more affixes on the... There's also legendary, ancient legendary. There's set and ancient set. My typing is horrible. And then mythic is the final item class. Normal, progressive, rare, legendary, ancient legendary, set or ancient set, and mythic is the final one. Mythic only for season? They haven't specified yet, Seastrum. They're trying to balance legendary items and set items. So I guess set items are very powerful in Diablo 3. I haven't really played a lot. But they're trying to balance that out, where legendaries are equal to sets. Oh. Teleport is a skill. Or teleport from items. At least that's what it looks like. I'm not sure if the rune system is the same. I'm not sure yet. Enigma, we don't know, Ryan. This is all on the fly. We're learning as I simultaneously type here. Sounds like D3 with the legendary? There's gonna be a range of skills on legendary items, so I think to try and avoid stuff like kind of like Enigma, right? In Diablo 2, they're trying to balance it out. All they're really saying is Mythics is the strongest items, but that's about it. I am running out of space again. So there's two types of runes, condition and effect rune. Condition and effect runes. Oh, they have all Eth, Fal, El, Thul, Ist, Sol, all the same runes from Diablo 2. That's really cool. Thank you, Bomar, for the sub. Thank you so much. Take screenshots? I'll just rewatch it later. It's I can't save screenshots on the fly doing this too much. They do have Isti runes. Okay, now it's Q&A. Q&A, so everybody's going to... So what do you guys think of the itemization? You guys think it's too much like Diablo 3? I mean, can I explain quantum physics right now too? I mean, really, I mean, it just seems like it's I mean, it's kind of... Oh, monetization. They're talking about this. This is interesting. They're already talking about where you can buy Diablo 4. Okay, so they're just going to sell base games and expansions. Okay, so you cannot pay to win, but there will be base games and expansions. So that could be expansions to get other characters, but... So they're trying to really push customization with this, is what they're saying. So they really want... I think they're really trying to push away from like set meta builds from everything that they're saying. Rune words would be 2 runes most. Interesting. It's kind of cool, the effect and addition and effect runes. So with this, with the skill tree, they're really trying to make it so that you can, I guess you can have multiple builds like within a lightning skill tree to work together, versus kind of like only having like a lightning setup working only, like kind of like referring to Diablo 2. Grego, you can customize the character, so black skin, like black, white, hairstyle, like there's different ways you can customize each character, each character class. Offline mode. So it's 100% confirmed, no single player, but campaign quests and specific dungeons can be exclusively made solo. So like you can't have other people come in and ruin your quest for you or dungeons specifically. So really it's multiplayer with the option of playing solo by yourself. So I don't mind that. I mean, that's not really a bad idea to me, Pefto. I mean, like, if you want to play solo 100% by yourself, you can. It's an option, right? Like, I'm glad that they kept that as an ability. Like, a way for you to... So they're really trying to support magic finding too. They just said that, which is very interesting. So I'm really hoping they're trying to push more of a kind of grindy based Diablo 2. Oh, that's kind of cool. One trade-off. Okay, guys, this is really cool. They are going to have bound-specific trading, so you can only trade an item once, and they're also going to have specific items that you have to achieve by yourself by, like, completing a quest. So, like, you have to do your own Diablo clone in Diablo 2 to get your own Annie. That's very cool. Very cool. And they're actually taking people's opinions on it. Like, they're literally saying right now to let us know what you want to hear, what your feedback is, or that kind of thing. Gonna talk about PvP now. PvP balancing. Go flood the Reddit. Yeah, go spam it. I really think they're actually trying their best here to take everybody's feedback, and I like this. So oh, okay, they want to have skills, items. So they want to have specific skills and items that are suited more towards PvP, and then specific skills and items that are more suited towards PvM. Which that's similar to Diablo 2, to be honest. There's not a lot of really good PvM setups that are kind of work good for PvP, so... Ha! They're talking about legendary rarity right now, so this will be interesting. So they're going to be more rare than Diablo 3. So as you progress endgame, you get better and better items, but the rarity is going... They just said rarity is going to be more rare than Diablo 3, but... Combat speed versus Diablo 3. There's 5 character classes confirmed, Grego, but only 3 of them, they've only said what the first 3 are going to be. But there will be 5 total. Hope they bring back the Claw Assassin. They're really emphasizing a difference between the different Dungeons and Dungeons objectives. So some are more rushed, where they're kind of putting pressure on you to complete the objective, and others need to be more strategic, kind of as you're completing the objectives. They're talking about replayability. So I guess they're mentioning about replayability with anchoring content and kind of being able to scale difficulty so it's kind of progressive for everybody, is kind of what I got from what he just said. Random versus static itemization. So they're talking about they're not 100% set on what the affixes will be on item rolling, but there will be randomized values between a specific range. So Lord, you have to have a virtual ticket or try and find a pirated stream. It's the only 2 ways. Pirated stream or virtual ticket. So there will be seasons, or ladder resets, seasons. No mention of a Diablo 2 remaster, Danica. Won't be happening this year. They're pretty much wrapping up what's going on. It says it ends at 4, and it's 4 o'clock right now. We need a new computer to play this thing? I don't know yet, Grego. Oh, here's the big question, hardcore. Okay, hardcore is confirmed. So yes, hardcore is Confirmed. I'm just catching today, doing it in. I haven't been paying attention to. I didn't get to see much of the demo play from anybody. Emil, of course they'll release in Canada, buddy. I hope they do. I'm Canadian. They better release it in Canada. What's up, Jeffrey? So there's 2 more Diablo 4 panels. World and Lore at 6:15, and then Art of Diablo at 7:15. So to be honest, I think I'm going to stream the World and Lore. Don't think I'm going to stream the art. I don't really care too much about the art. And then basically everything that we've talked about and covered today, I will make a wrap-up video about tonight. To kind of relay all the information for you guys. Matthew, go Leafs go! Thank you, Matthew, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Leafs better win tonight. Yeah, okay, well, just basically everything that I have on the screen is kind of a recap of what they covered in today's panel. I mean, as far as itemization, normal, magic, rare, with progressive aphexes, legendary, ancient set, and mythic. They're really trying to balance the power. 2 runes, condition and effect runes, which you can combine. I guess they talked a little bit about spells. There's kind of like invulnerability spells between the 3 different classes that are all unique. Some of the stuff tailored towards the Barb, his weapon system. He has more abilities with melee weapons than the other characters, which makes sense. He should be. He's the Barbarian. 2 skill trees. There's skill tree and talent tree, and you gain skills by leveling as well as getting skill tomes or tomes, I guess is what they call them. Private and open world concept, so you can play solo, but it is 100% confirmed no single player or no offline mode is supported, but the campaign quests and some of the boss things and stuff, they can be done exclusively solo. They talked a bit about dungeons. This I think really is pretty interesting. There's going to be 0 load times, no loading screens wherever you go in the world. Randomized events and specific dungeon objectives. There's endgame dungeons as well, which you can only gain access to with endgame specific dungeon keys. And then a lot of the monster, like the family and the aphexes and stuff, is very similar to Diablo 2. So I mean, we'll know more in the future, but I really feel like they've done a good job of combining the best aspects of Diablo 3 with Diablo 2 and kind of dark and gritty. I know there's a little bit of concerns with the itemization. You guys kind of think it's just a rehash of Diablo 3, but Matthew, I'm really going to have to, when I make the video tonight, I'm just going to have to go back through some of the streams and kind of take some screenshots of stuff to kind of demonstrate the talent tree, the skill tree, the different gear and stuff, because I didn't really get a chance to actually catch any of the gameplay today. I was busy. I basically got up in the morning, did shit, and then fired up a stream here to cover this panel, and then I'm going to... You got screenshots for me, Drew? That's awesome, dude. If you could send them to me Discord, that would be so greatly appreciated. But yeah, guys, I will be back at 6:15. I'll stream that for 45 minutes. I'll probably start live at 6, but I'll cover the Diablo World and Lore. Kind of relay that information to you guys. And yeah, we'll... Yeah, it's kind of... They're trying to merge both of them, it seems, but there will be guilds and stuff too. There's in-game guild training. There's kind of specific items that you can only earn if you actually complete dungeon quests. And there's kind of single trade only items as well. So if you find like some sword or whatever, you can only trade it to one person once, and then they can't... Burka, make a D2 stream. I have to do some other stuff around the house. Gotta do some other things. I'm going to cover the lore and world in a couple hours, so I'll be back online again in like 2 hours. And then tonight I'll make a video, kind of just recapping everything from today, because there's a lot to talk about. There is going to be crafting too as well. They did mention crafting. They didn't actually talk about too much of the specifics in this panel, but yeah, no, yeah, you can't. You can't. It's like single trading, I guess. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all the new subs and memberships and donations from today. I will be back live in 2 hours to cover some more world and lore information, and then make a wrap-up video of everything tonight. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in 2 hours, man. Peace, guys.
Say